Okay, so this is also known as constraint optimization. Okay, so optimization is itself a branch of mathematics later on. So very important. If you are looking for operation research, I told you in beginning, this is an applied branch basically of mathematics. Okay, so why Lagrange multiplier is important, I told you that suppose we are given this paraboloid fxy is equal to x square plus y square. And if I ask you what is minimum value of f, what is minimum value of f, then you all know zero, zero we have already calculated. So we know about that. But agar I ask you that what is maximum value here, then it has a question mark. You cannot tell the maximum value of function because it does not end. So it keep on going for forever, right? But in this chapter, we will put some condition. That condition is known as constraint. कंस्ट्रेंट उसको हम कंस्ट्रेंट बोलते हैं जब कोई फर्दर कंडीशन हम लगाएंगे दैट इज नोन एज कंस्ट्रेंट. Okay, so maybe I will say that this surface fxy is equal to x square plus y square is a surface is intersected by some plane. Okay, and then I will ask you that can you find maxima now? Yes, we can find maxima. The time you will have this constraint, one constraint we will be having in beginning. Later on, you can have two constraint also. Okay, so when we will be having two constraint, then also we can find the maxima. And you can talk about further minima of other also later on. So one constraint can be there. That means one condition I will apply and two constraints can also be there. यानी कि दो कंडीशन हम अप्लाई करेंगे. So then it could can be easily find out. So इसको कैसे बोलते हैं हम? This is how we will say that what is maxima, what is maxima of fxy if you are given gi xy is equal to some c. Okay, so this is a condition. This is a condition. So this is our target function and subject to gi xy is equal to c. So if one constraint is given, then I will say g1 xy is equal to some c. And you are aware. So suppose this is equal to z. This is equal to z. So two independent variable is equal to dependent variable gives us what does it give students? Surface. And two independent variable with one constant gives us level curve, right? So this is how we are going to apply Lagrange method. We will be discussing a nice geometry of this method and either you will get maxima or minima. But before that, can we do constraint problem without Lagrange method? Yes, by direct substitution it can be done. Let's see one question first before discussing geometry. So this is easy. So find the find the point pxyz, find the point pxyz on the plane, on the plane on the plane. What is the plane? X plus 2y minus 3z minus 5 is equal to 0. That is closest to the origin. To the origin. Okay, so this is the question. Find the point that is closest to the origin. Though we have one formula also, you must have done in your 12th standard only. But let's do it by direct substitution. So, solution. Let's write down what we have to do. So, to find minimum value of the function, to find the minimum value of the function, okay, so what is the minimum value of this function? What is going to be this distance? What is going to be this distance, students? So suppose you take any, this is your point x comma y comma z, and we have to find this point on the plane that is closest to the origin. So what is going to be distance in this case? Use your distance formula. Abhi to you know only one distance formula. So this OP is nothing but under root of, बताओ क्या होने जा रहा है ये? बताओ. P you are given, origin you are given. So what is going to be OP?
x minus 0 whole square plus y
X
minus
square
2.
plus y square plus z square का whole root.
Yes. So this is going to be, let me write x minus 0 का whole square plus y minus 0 का whole square plus z minus 0 whole square. Right. So simply this is under root x square plus y square plus z square. Right. So this is given subject to the constraint. What is that constraint we are given in question? X plus 2y minus 3z minus 5 is equal to 0. Right. So अब हमारी प्रॉब्लम क्या बन जाएगी ये स्टूडेंट्स? So now this will become minimize minimize minimizing or minimum of x square plus y square plus z square. You can clearly see you cannot talk about the minima of this until and unless you have any constraint, subject to, minimize we can talk about, sorry, but still minimize subject to x plus 2y minus 3z minus 5 is equal to 0. So abhi tak when we were doing maxima minima, we were given a function only and no any other condition was given. So direct substitution क्या होता है, that अभी we don't know what is Lagrange multiplier. So direct substitution. So if I can this in two variable, then second partial test I can easily apply, and that can clearly be done from here. So you write this in terms of x.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, just wait. So you can write this in
Okay.
terms of x. X is equal to 3z minus 2y and plus 5. And अब इसको हम substitute कर सकते हैं f में. So then f will become 3z minus 2y plus 5 plus y square plus z square. Right? And now this is a function of two variable. So you can apply second partial test. Fy is equal to 0 and fz is equal to 0. You will get the critical points and all. And it can be done. So this is known as direct substitution. I have not applied uh, Lagrange multiplier. Yes.
Sir, I was asking ki should it not be under root of x square plus y square plus z square?
Ha. This should be, but I can take this also a function, because you know what? Due to symmetry, the result will not change. This point will not change. So I am working on d square, right? You are absolutely right. So my d square is fxy. Here z
We
also,
have
but
generated a new function, right?
yes. So now I'm talking about minimize of this function subject to this. उस पे भी कर सकते हो. You can do on d also, but this will give you simpler calculation. Okay, yes, you are right. In the beginning, so I'm just giving you the rough review that what we are going to do in Lagrange multiplier. Okay, so in the beginning, I started with d, no problem at all. But now I say that this d square is a simpler with respect to calculation. So d square is simpler function. So fx, y, z also I have to
And
write
sir,
here. Mhm.
in the last line where you have substituted x, it should be square.
हाँ,
Square of this whole term.
ये तो printing error है. Have you got it? We are just having idea that how direct substitution can also be applied if a constraint is given. Are you getting my point? You can convert this in terms of other variables also. Y का ले लो यहाँ से, or you can take the value of z also. But now cannot you proceed with second partial test? Cannot you apply second partial test over this now, students? So we can do that,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So this is known as direct substitution. There is one example given. So this is your homework. This is example 6 on page 605. This is a solved problem. And if I'm not wrong, problem is very much similar, but if I'm not wrong, he is also working on d square. He is also working on d square. So please try this also. Okay. So
Sir, in this
now,
question,
hmm,
just we need to find fy and fz and then we can find a point, right? That point
yes,
would give us the distance.
yes. And that is going to be the minimum one. In order to have cross check, you will see that formula, if you remember or not, ax naught d, ax naught is equal to by naught plus cz naught minus d upon root a square plus b square plus c square. So this is distance from point to plane. I hope you remember. If you don't, so this is the formula for distance from point to plane. Okay, so let's see what does Lagrange multiplier say now. We won't be using direct substitution. He will say use Lagrange multiplier. So this condition of using direct substitution you might not find. Okay, so let me start over here. Please pay attention now, students. You have to see on board. So we are given a surface which is going to be our function fxy is equal to z. So this is a surface. This is a surface, right? And also some constraint is given. So constraint हमें given होगा gxy is equal to c. We are discussing with one constraint right now. और ये क्या है? This is a level curve. This is a level curve to a surface. To a surface. वो सरफेस क्या बनेगा? G में ही बनेगा. gxy is equal to some z. Okay. Now, students, uh, you know, it will become very difficult if I try to study surface directly. If I take equation of surface and I draw somehow that function on board or maybe on Mathematica, and then simultaneously I will take this constraint and I try to study the behavior of this surface and constraint. So this will become very difficult task. I hope you agree. Surface is going to be in 3D, and now you want to see the behavior of this surface, keeping this constraint in mind. So, uh, you know, calculation or thinking becomes horrible. I have no hesitation in saying. So, what should I do now in that case? I will be taking the help of level curves. So, I am having level curves of surface with me. So what are going to be the level curves? So level curves are going to be like fxy is equal to some c1, c2, c3, c4, so on, right? And you know that what does level curve give us? What do level curves give us basically? Let's talk about all of them. What have you observed till now? What is the advantage of level curve? बताओ. So what do level curves give us? Heights. Did you observe that? Heights of surface basically. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Heights basically. And how many level curves we can have? Infinitely many. Infinitely many level curves we can have. Keep on extending this C4, C5, C100, C all the way to endless basically. So I'm drawing the level curves. Diagrams are always rough, so you can feel that there is no gap in between them. Infinitely many level curves are there. Diagrams are always rough, students. Agar you want to make one more between this, that can also be done. You want to have one more in between them, that can also be done, but I don't want to make, because I want a neat diagram, right? And all the level curves are giving different height of surface. The change on level curve is giving us a corresponding change to surface also, that we have to visualize. We cannot always draw the diagram, students. So the following are level curves. So this is a level curve and it tells you the height of surface. Okay, so you can make more level curves if you are looking for. So every level curve is giving a different height. But in this type of problem, we are given an extra level curve, right? Constraint is nothing but an extra level curve. So suppose I draw that with a different color. Suppose I draw that with a different color. And students, I am making a claim, though with respect to diagram, you may raise a question, sir, is it going to be always? Yes. So suppose this new constraint is going in this way. कहीं ना कहीं तो it is going to be, you can make somewhere else also. So suppose someone is looking कि sir, why is this going to intersect this particular level curve only? It may intersect this also. Yes, I agree. So because infinitely many level curves to surface are over here, the black one. So somehow this is going to intersect in this way. Okay. Do you agree or not, students? ऐसा होगा ही होगा because infinitely many curves are there. Is that fine? Can I get some
Yes, sir.
responses over here?
Yes, sir.
Because there are infinitely many level curves to surface, and there is only one level curve which is known as constraint. So something like this is going to happen. And listen, students, if I ask you, if I ask you about our famous normal vector, so normal, you will get normal to every level curve. So this is going to be, and what is that normal curve? What is that normal spatial vector? What do we call that spatial vector? Can you tell me? Can you recall? Normal to every level curve we are going to get. We have already proved,
Gradient.
and we gradient. So gradient of f will be working at this point. So if I talk normal over here, then gradient of f will be working here as well. You can have inward also, because maxima and minima is given by gradient only. So here also gradient of f is working. Suppose I ask you what is normal. So here also gradient of f is working. And now students, can you tell me about the behavior of the tangent over here? Just wait. This color I can take. This is the key point you will not find in your any book. So what can you say? Uh, Now I can't see the mouse. Just wait. I need to change to any other color. Maybe this color will work. Yes. So what can you say about the tangent at this particular point? Students, what can you say about the tangent over here? Any geometrical observation you can make over here, or you can think something which will work for me. So wait. So suppose this is my fxy is equal to c1, fxy is equal to c2, fxy is equal to c3. Yes, I'm talking about with respect to fxy is equal to c3, and this is nothing but gxy is equal to C. Can you find a relation between the tangent of G and F at this particular point, of course? Yes, students. मैं आपको बताऊंगा तो आप बोलोगे हाँ हाँ सर, दिस इज वेरी obvious. But sometimes it becomes very difficult to think obvious things. You all are going to agree. Time I will say कि is this going to happen or not? You will say हाँ सर, ये तो बहुत obvious चीज है. Can you just see the relation of their tangent, students, over here? So suppose some tangent I draw over here. One tangent can be drawn to this normal also. Do not they share a common tangent, student? Agree or not? Are you getting me? Am I there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree that they share a common tangent at this particular point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
They share F and G have common tangent at this point. Right? Or you can say at least they are scalar multiple of each other. Right? So since their direction is same, so they share common tangent at this particular point. Geometrically अगर मैं ऑब्जर्व करना चाहता हूं तो इन दोनों का कॉमन टेंजेंट होगा. किसका? रेड वाले का एंड दिस black one, which is fxy is equal to c3 over here. So they share a common tangent over here. This is the key of our entire lecture today, students. Okay, what can you say about their normal? अब तो बताओ, come on, you have got the hint.
Same direction.
Same direction and hence same direction and
Same
hence
normal.
same normal, same normal
Common normal.
or scalar multiple of the other. At least
Same.
scalar multiple of the other, because they are going in the same direction. Same direction में जाने का मतलब है scalar multiple of the other. Do you agree or not, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all. This is my Lagrange multiplier. At this point, wherever this situation is going to occur, you will get either maxima or minima. This is the conclusion, students. Okay, all the books they prove, but they don't talk about all this geometry. They don't talk about all this geometry. So what I say, that at black you will have some del f. At black you will have some del f, and at red you are going to have normal del g. At red, that is going to be del g. But since they are in the same direction, students, so direction I cannot change, so this is going to be some del g, right? And hence the conclusion from here, that they are the scalar multiple of the other. That's all. They are the scalar multiple of other, and I will generate some equations from here. So maybe del g is equal to lambda del f, and there is a standard notation lambda, students. You have to write lambda. Okay, good books or good author will always write a lambda because it has history. Lambda is the Greek L basically. Lambda stands for L in the Greek language. I don't know what is the number of this symbol, but this is their L. Whatever L we use, Greek people use lambda. And Lagrange starts, name of Lagrange starts from L. So there is a history behind it. So good book and good author will always use lambda as a scalar multiple. Okay, so done. The same logic. So if you are given function of three variable, it can be extended to that also. So same logic will be applicable there as well. Either you write in terms of f or g. So it's up to you. You want to write del f is equal to lambda del g. That's also fine. And now we are doing with two variable. So the same can be written with three variable. This concept can be extended to three variable also. And now when you will extend this further, you will get some relation. Some relations you will get. What are going to be relation? Fx is equal to lambda gx, fy is equal to lambda gy, and fz is equal to lambda gz. If there is any new element and thinking कि ये कैसे होगा, because gradient is nothing but fxi plus fyj and fzk. This is gradient, and similarly you can write in terms of g also. And when you will compare, the following you are going to get. That's all. Is that fine, students? Have you understood this geometrical explanation? Please write down in your chat box. Let me see how many of you have understood this geometrical interpretation. And now listen, he has made one theorem over this and he is proving in book. वो हम already कर चुके हैं, that the same proof that y gradient is normal. The same logic we have already proved. And you know, I personally feel that remembering those proofs are not always easy. हम नहीं, we are human being, we cannot remember all those proofs for interview or somewhere someone asks you, but geometry will always help you to remember. Geometry हमेशा हमेशा आपको help करेगी किसी भी concept को याद करने में. So this geometrical in idea is much more important than the that long proof they do in book. That you go through that proof also, you go through that proof also. He has made us theorem in, not in your book but in other book you will find this direct theorem. यहाँ से what he does, because gradient, this del is an operator, del is an operator we have already discussed, and you have done some operations, linearization, scalar multiple and other. So what he does here, that he makes it as a theorem. So if I take minus lambda, that will also not create problem because this is a scalar only. So if I write minus delta lambda, then this can be written as g. Okay, let me write in terms of f only. So g में भी लिख लो बेशक से g plus f, lambda is also there, is equal to 0. So this theorem he is making, same logic है. So you can write it f plus lambda g is also 0. Okay, now let's do questions. Questions are very easy. अगर किसी को ज्योमेट्रिकल इंटरप्रिटेशन नहीं समझ में है, भूल जाओ. Why to take so much tension? So idea is here, the procedure, idea for solving questions. So what is the idea? To maximize or minimize. So either maxima ही आएगा यहाँ या you will get minima. टू मैक्सिमाइज और मिनिमाइज फंक्शन एफ एक्स वाई, इसको हम बोलते हैं ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन। ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन, राइट। ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन subject to gxy is equal to c, and you know this is known as constraint. Okay, so what is the procedure here? Over here, solve simultaneously x, y and lambda. क्या सोल्व करना होगा हमें? दैट रिलेशन आई हैव टोल्ड यू, एफ एक्स इक्वल टू लैम्डा जी एक्स, एफ वाई इक्वल टू लैम्डा जी वाई एंड जी एक्स वाई इक्वल टू सी। इनको सोल्व करो and solve for x, y and this. So from here try to eliminate lambda. Try to eliminate lambda from the following two equations mainly. Okay, so that can be done. And at the end we have to solve in terms of x, y and lambda. Okay, so now he is saying क्रिटिकल पॉइंट इन द सेंस मैक्सिमा है यहाँ पे या मिनिमा है। तो ये चेक करने के लिए कि ये ही एब्सोल्यूट मैक्सिमा है और एब्सोल्यूट मिनिमा है, व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इन दैट केस स्टूडेंट, so to check maxima minima, what I will do, I will take any other x1 y1, any other x1 y1, any other x1 y1 which satisfies this condition, means वो इस फंक्शन को भी सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है एंड इस कंस्ट्रेंट को भी सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है।
Sir, you are not audible.
Excuse me, sir.
I think sir हमें भी नहीं सुन सकते।
Yeah, I guess he lost his connection.
लेकिन सर के वाईफाई में नेटवर्क शो हो रहे हैं।
Bharti, could you please text him once?
हाँ क्योंकि
हाँ ये I have texted him, but he is not receiving the messages.
Yeah, okay, Bharti.
Can you hear me, students? Am I there?
sir now you are audible but
Okay,
earlier
sorry.
you were not audible.
I must have lost the connection. Okay, so after doing this, can you get x is equal to y? Are you getting or not?
Yes, sir.
Hence, elimination
Student
of lambda is done. Yes.
Sir, could you please repeat from if f x1 comma
So what
y1
I
is
have
less
said,
than f of
this is our question that fxy is equal to. We will
Actually, sir,
discuss
you
that
lost your
while
connection
attempting question.
when you were
Wait सकते हो?
explaining that.
Questions में इसकी बात करेंगे हम. Okay, so we have to maximize this function subject to this by Lagrange multiplier. By Lagrange multiplier, the following equation we will get: del f is equal to del g will give us this relation. Am I there, students? Can you hear me or not? There is a confusion.
Yes sir,
sir
we
now
can
we
hear
can
you.
Okay. So what I am saying that after applying Lagrange multiplier, what does it say? Del f is going to be lambda del g, right? Del f is going to be lambda del g. So the following relation I will get: fx is equal to lambda gx and fy is equal to lambda gy. So what is fx? Y. What is gx from here? So y is equal to 2 lambda. Similarly, I will get x is equal to 2 lambda. जब 2 lambda is equal to 2 lambda will give me x is equal to y. Hence, elimination of lambda is done. Do you agree or not?
yes sir.
Right. And now we are given this equation of constant 2x plus 2y is equal to 5. And now I will solve it for uh, x and y. So that means put x is equal to y over here. So I will get 4x is equal to 5. That means x is equal to 5 upon 4. And hence, since x is equal to y, so this is going to be equal to y as well. So what is my point
Excuse me,
here?
sir.
The x, yes,
Sir, we are taking this 5 according to our choice.
no, this is given in question. There is no choice. Uh, कहाँ लिखा था हमने? हाँ, मैंने जी एक्स वाई लिख दिया ना यार. That is why I face this problem. Subject to subject to 2x plus 2y is equal to 5. Yes, sorry. Is that fine now?
Yes sir.
Because in my mind, geometrically, I thought this is my level curve. So that we already write in terms of gxy. Anyway, so I hope it is fine now. So x and y both are coming 5 upon 4. So the extreme point is going to be 5 upon 4 comma 5 upon 4. Okay. So the extreme value is going to be f of 5 comma 4, 5 comma 4, and that is coming out to be 25 upon 16. Okay, now as you asked Chaksu that I must explain this concept of x1 and y1. So let's try to understand with the help of this example. What I am saying, that if this is a maximum value, you take any other point which is satisfying the constraint. कोई भी
Sir,
Excuse
you are
me,
not
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
not audible. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible, but sir, that time you were not audible while explaining this question.
What I am saying, what I am saying that if this is my maxima, if this is my maxima at 5 comma 4, 5 comma 4, at 5 comma 4, 5 comma 4. So I first I will see कि does 5 comma 4, 5 comma 4 satisfy this equation, this constraint or not. 2 into 5 comma 4 plus 2 into 5 comma 4. What does it give? 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 equal to 5. Does it satisfy this constraint or not? Yes, Chaksu, does it satisfy or not?
Yes, sir.
Bharti, Asa, other, it satisfies, and here I have got the value. What I am claiming, that is a maximum. Now I am saying you choose any other value which is satisfying this. I have taken 5 upon 2 comma 0. आप कुछ और ले लो जो इसको सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो अदर देन दिस. होंगी, आप सोचो, होंगी, इसके अलावा भी होंगी, आप देख लो, अदर देन 5 अपॉन कोमा 2. सो डज दिस सेटिस्फाई? देख लेते हैं. 5 अपॉन 2 कोमा 2 प्लस 2 comma 0. So this is going to be 5 only. So this also satisfies. And now what is the value we are getting at here? 5 comma 2 comma 0 पे देखना है यहाँ पे क्या वैल्यू आ रही है. प्लीज सब्स्टिट्यूट इसमें एक्स वाई
Zero.
में. एक्स वाई में हम सब्स्टिट्यूट अगर करें तो 0 आएगी ऑफकोर्स. 0 comma 5 upon 2 comma 0. Constraint, subject to constraint.
Excuse me, sir.
क्या आप सोच पाए इसके अलावा किसी ने कोई वैल्यू सोची जो कंस्ट्रेंट को सेटिस्फाई करता है?
Excuse me,
हैव यू
sir.
थॉट अदर देन दिस? कोई भी?
Excuse
Yes,
me, sir.
Himanshi, I should be audible. Yes.
Sir, you were not audible. Sir, please explain it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Conclusion to this question, student. What I am saying, at 5 upon 4, comma 5 upon 4, I am getting value 25 upon 16. This is the maximum value of my surface with constraint. अगर ये maximum value है, so then if I will choose any other point which is satisfying the equation of constraint, any other point which is satisfying the equation of constraint, then value of function at that point must be less than equal to 25 upon 16. Do you agree or not?
So one more point can be
छोटा
taken,
होना
that is
पड़ेगा.
0,5/2.
कितना ले लो, कोई भी ले लो, बताओ. कैन यू टेल मी द पॉइंट भारती?
0,5/2. I'm just
हाँ वो
telling
भी
the
है,
point that
भी
won't
जीरो
be
मिल
a
रहा है.
maxima, but
Yes. So any other point which is satisfying the equation of constraint, value of function will be less than equal to 25 upon 16. Does it not mean कि यही maximum होगा फिर with respect to constraint? बताओ. Yes,
yes, sir.
बताओ. क्योंकि कोई भी वैल्यू ले लो, any value you will take which is satisfying the equation of constraint, value of function is coming out to be less than equal to 25 upon 16. And listen, this is over cross check. हम अपना क्रॉस चेक कर रहे हैं. आई डोंट थिंक बुक करती है. I don't think so. Your book cross is doing this cross check. But there is no harm. Even in final paper you will write let 0, 5 upon 2 or 5 upon 2, 0 be any other value then 5 upon 4, 5 upon 4 which is satisfying the constraint. There you are having the cross check. Here it is not difficult to find other values, but let's see in the next question we might get infinitely many values. So questions are
Excuse
easy.
me, sir.
This is yes.
Sir, without checking, how we are claiming that it will be maximum value of this
This is
function?
हाँ नहीं this is over claim. Chaksu, what I have said that in order to have cross check अपने benefit के लिए हम ले रहे हैं. Though this is not a proof. This is not a proof. I completely agree. But what I am saying, whatever point you can think which is satisfying the constraint, value is going to be there less than equal to 25 upon 16 of function. जैसे अभी एक तो हमने 5 upon 2, 0 सोचा. Then Bharti told us this 0, 5 upon 2. Value of both is coming out to be 0. Right? Value is coming out to be 0. आप मुझे ऐसा कोई पॉइंट बताने की कोशिश करो ना कि जो हमारे कंस्ट्रेंट को सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. मान लो वो है x2, y2, बट वैल्यू वहां पे फंक्शन की इससे बड़ी आ रही है. कैन यू थिंक ऑफ एनी सच पॉइंट? कैन यू थिंक? नहीं सोच पाओगे. ओके, सो नहीं सोच पाओगे आप लोग. प्लीज ट्राई द फॉलोइंग एग्जांपल एट होम स्टूडेंट. fxy is equal to 16 minus x square minus y square subject to x plus 2y is equal to 6, and this fxy is equal to log xy square subject to 2x square plus 3y square equal to 8, and we are given x strictly greater than 0 and y is not 0. Please try the following example at home, and whatever point you will get maxima, then you will see कि you take any other point which are satisfying the following equation, any other point. Here I feel यहाँ पे you can have multiple options. Your entire class may have different distinct points which are satisfying the following constraint, and you will see the value is going to be less than equal to the value you will get from Lagrange multiplier. That's
We
all.
need
This
to
is a cross check.
maximize the functions.
Even if I don't talk about this last cross check, then also it's fine. I don't think other will be doing this cross check in the final paper. But even if you do, that is good. Yes, we are done.
So we need to maximize these functions.
Math तो नहीं चाहिए आज.
Excuse me, sir.
Problem also today, internet will. Please try the following example I have given. Done, sir. Done, students. No, I
Excuse me,
was not
sir.
audible at that time, Bharti. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
we need to maximize these two functions, na?
Yes, 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 yes. You have to maximize. Let me see in my notes also.
Okay, sir.
Huh.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, you have to maximize, I can see. Please try them and take after maximizing, take different points which are satisfying the constraint, and you will find the value on those different points is going to be less than equal to whatever you get from Lagrange multiplier. Or agar Chaksu you cannot think any of the point where that is satisfying the Lagrange multiplier and you are getting value of function at that point strictly greater than the value we are getting, then you will claim कि yes of course maxima है. अगर आप ऐसा पॉइंट नहीं सोच सकते तो, though this is not a proof, completely agree. Thank you.
Okay,
We are
sir.
done.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
you,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you everyone. Welcome.